This is Shudra. This is world made flesh. World made flesh. That is what we read. It is in the mind it happens. And what is world? Imaginative intelligence. And what is imagination? Image is a murti. Is it not? What is an image? A murti. A murti being utilized for a particular cause is purely mental one. It may be an intuitive revelation also. It may be an imaginative intelligence. It may be an inspired action also, the word. Give me blood, I will give you freedom. It is a word. What is its body? The military of the Subhash. I don't know what is it called, IAF or IN. You understand? The word give me blood, I will give you freedom has a body of the army. It is an inspired action which is seized by so many mental beings, the army people. And then the intuitive discrimination is the reasoning intellect misunderstood. You are so fast in deducing something, just like Shakuntala Devi. She can do some great mathematical formulas in a flash of a second. It is the reasoning intellect. It discriminates from one formula to another formula and she can do it very fast. But it is not intuition. If it is intuition, she would have become a great yogi. She should have not. And because she has not become a yogi, what does it mean? She is using a reasoning intellect and not intuitive discrimination. And then of course, a quick intelligence may sometimes have a stamp of intuition. Next. Just go back, the title. Thought and knowledge. Here I am not at all going to the subject proper, because I have already told you how the divine takes over your thought and knowledge and molds it. So I just skip through the chapter. Next, 23. Supramental instruments, thought processes, Jnana Yoga. Next, supramental sense, vital body surrendering to supermind. All our five senses are the product of vitality. So, and Sri Aurobindo has written many pages discussing these supramental sense and supramental body and thought process. Please read it and try to understand it. Not with discriminative intelligence, you don't try to discriminate, but an intuition where you can have a togetherness. Keep this in mind, unity and identity. Next, towards the supramental time vision, this is what I want you people to stress, and not only that, I want you people to use it when you are reading a newspaper. In 11th chapter, Vishwarupa, the cosmic consciousness, Sri Krishna says, Kalosmi loka kshayakrit pravruddho, lokan samaharta miha pravruttaha, rutepi tvam nabhavishyanti sarve ye avasthitan pratyane yodha. This is the guarantee. Sri Krishna says, whether you fight or not, the result of the war is guaranteed. Tasmat tvamuttishta yasho labhasva. What you can do is, you can get the credit for it or the discredit for it by not doing it. People can say that Arjuna ran away, or they can say, you see, because of Sri Krishna's promptings he fought. So this is the thing which we are now facing. Exactly we are now facing. If you can see what is written in the time, if you can see what is happening in the newspapers, it is very quite evident. But you have to see it with a discriminative intelligence but with a totality of consciousness. Intuition. Now what happens? Arjuna feared 4 people: Bhishma, Drona, Karna and Jayadratha. You all know why. Because Bhishma has Ichha Mrityu. Drona is his guru. Karna, his own father gave him a weapon, and everybody knows that secret, open secret, that weapon of Karna is meant for Arjuna. And Jayadratha, Lord Shiva's blessing was there. Do you think with this combination Arjuna can win? Is it possible? That is what the rationalistic mind, the logical mind, the lower mind says. But what does the supermind? But there the overmind is saying. Here the supermind is saying, which is more authoritative than the overmind. What does the overmind say there? I have killed them all. Whether you kill them or not, it is over. It is only a question of time, and that time is now. So if you fight now, you get the credit. If you don't fight now, somebody else will get the credit. So this time sequence, let us try to understand that there is an infinite time and a finite time, where the infinite time breaks into 3 parts: the past, present and future. Till the psychic being, the past, present and future are a continuity. What does it mean? Past has to flow into the present, and the present has to flow into the future. You cannot change it. But there is a time gap where you can enter into the infinite conscious, and you can go into the past, present or future. Last paragraph you show. Last paragraph. This is, it can gather on all hands all kinds of indications of happenings in the past, present and future time. It can receive before its sight the etheric writing, the Akashalipi, that keeps the record of all things past, transcribes all that is in the process in the present, and writes out the future. That is the most important tip. If you can understand that consciousness and how to enter into that consciousness, and it is very easy. Once you enter the silence, you enter into that Akashalipi. That means you are not the controller of the incidences, but you can know the past, present and future. That is why in India, whenever a guru is there or a yogi is there, we automatically ask them the future. Because it is ingrained into your mental makeup that a yogi almost knows the future. And a yogi, mind you, is only a man who has stilled his mind. He is not utilizing his mind. I am not saying the yogi in that language of Sri Aurobindo. I am talking about the yogis who have this ability to read Akashalipi. They have not practiced any yoga. What they have practiced is, they have stilled the mind. And when the mind is stilled, what happens? If you can just, when I am seeing this side, I am looking at the past. When I look here, I am looking at the present. When I am looking there, I am looking at the past, a continuity, a vision. That is where the rishis are known as the drastas, the seers, one who sees. Come back to the first slide. All being, the 2 states and powers of existence, that of the timeless infinite and that of the infinite, deploying in itself and organizing all things in time. So there are 2 consciousness in us. One which knows the future and which arranges our lives according to the future. And many people say that we are not able to see the future. Is it a fact? You say next year, my child is going to be married at such and such a place. You are invited to come there.